Hey everyone, welcome back to Measure and Mix. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm going to be making a Dollar Tree outdoor DIY and I'm going to share with you how I use it two different ways. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you like DIYs, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell next to it so you get notified when I upload a new video. Now let's get started on the DIY. So I'm going to start off for this project by using one of these terrarium planters from Dollar Tree, and then I'm also going to use some of these blue glass gems from Dollar Tree. They have all different colors. You could choose whatever color you like. And then I'm going to be using some of the medium super glue by Starbond and some of their Starbond accelerator as well. I'm going to use this because I want to give it a strong hold, and hot glue won't hold up in the weather outside, so this should hold up really well. If you guys are interested in any of the Starbond products, the link is down below in my description box, and you can also use the code Measuremix to get 10% off of your total. As you can see, all I'm doing is taking the super glue and applying it to the back of the gems and applying that to the terrarium. And sometimes I use the accelerator to make the gems dry a little bit faster, so that way I didn't have to hold it too long if I used a little bit too much super glue. But you don't need a lot, just a little dot of super glue will hold on to this terrarium. So I started at the top of the terrarium and worked my way down a little bit, and then I came around to the opening of the terrarium and went ahead and outlined that, so I knew that that would have a good outline, and then I finished off the terrarium. And now to fill in the gaps, I'm going to go ahead and use some of this pre-mixed grout in the color Alabaster. I believe I got this from Home Depot. It was left over from when I grouted my tiles in my kitchen, so I decided to go ahead and use it for this project. And all I'm doing is using a plastic knife to spread it on just like icing, and I'm just making sure that I get it all in between the gaps and cracks to fill it all in. So I'm slathering it on pretty thick, but I'm gonna come back after I get it all slathered on and wipe some of this off. So you just want to make sure that you get all inside those cracks really well and fill it all up. Also, I don't know if this makes sense or not, but you want to get the grout around the edges of the openings and just kind of outline them with the grout, the big opening in the front, and then there's a little hole on the side of the terrarium as well. Just make sure that you go around those edges. That way it'll give this a cohesive look. Immediately after I applied the grout all over, I came back with a damp sponge. I just had a bowl of water sitting next to me, and I wrung out my sponge so that way it wasn't soaking wet and it was just damp. And now I'm wiping the excess grout away from the gems and evening out those grout lines. This is kind of a messy process here. You just want to keep wiping away till you can see those gems, and you might want to do this outside or have a box underneath so that way it can catch the excess grout, because it's kind of like wet sand when you're wiping it away. And like I said, I just kept wiping until I revealed all of those gems and the grout lines were pretty even. And then I came back with a damp paper towel and I just individually wiped each gem off, because the grout will leave a haze over the gems so they won't be as shiny. So you'll want to come back and wipe that away. Now this was a little bit of a tedious task to do, to wipe all of that away, so mine wasn't perfect, but it doesn't have to be. You just want that shine restored back in those gems. I did end up making 2 of these. I used 1.5 bags of gems for each terrarium, and you do want to let the grout dry for 24 to 48 hours before you put these outside. And I just used some twine to hang these. My first idea for them, I thought that they would be really pretty bird feeders. So I went ahead and added some bird seed to each one, and I think that they are just really pretty bird feeders for outside this summer. My other idea, which is my favorite for these, is adding some lights. You could use battery operated candles, but they're not as bright as using these copper wire fairy lights from Dollar Tree. They're not weather resistant, so you will have to bring them in if it rains, but I just added the battery pack and then I added some white rocks on top of them, and I think this looks beautiful at night. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below if you would use this as a bird feeder or a light or both, or if you have another idea for it. And that is it. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.